So in the spirit of this beer's name, I'm going to try some tongue twisters. Some beer-based tongue twisters. A canner can't can anything he can, but a canner can't can a can he can. Here's a long one. Let's try this one before we get in here. Betty Botter has some bitter, but she said this bitter's bitter. If I brew this bitter better, it would make me a better bitter, but a bit of bitter butter that would make a batter better, so she bought a bit of butter better. I'm not even going to continue that one. Let's just drink some damn beer. Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Mate Brewski from the Brewski Review. And today the beer that I have for you guys is a new one, it seems, from Brook Brewing Company. We have their tongue-tied, double dry hopped IPA. Boom! Looking pretty damn good. You got a couple, mouths with tongues tied. Maybe they mean kissing, but I did tongue twisters because they're hard. Some of those first ones were pretty easy, but oh geez, some of them were pretty brutal. This bad boy here, this tongue-tied beer is coming in at 5.6% alcohols by volume, and any IBUs? I do not see any IBUs on the red and white and little gold can. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Yeah, no IBUs here on the can. No IBUs on the website, and no IBUs listed on Untapped. So without further ado, let's crack this bad boy open. Let's see what we got. Brook, pint glass here as well. Matchy times, indeed. No pink or rosé color for this beer. I don't know why I was thinking that, but maybe because of the the color of the can there. But hey, looking at it, nice hazy yellow in color, looking pretty nice. Off-white head on top. Definitely looks like a double dried hop IPA. So all good in the hood. Let's dive in on that nose. Ooh. Okay, I don't know if it's because of the colors of the can here. But I'm getting it's like a mix between tropical fruits like mangoes, orange citrus, a little bit of pineapple, papaya, and passion fruit, and then like a little bit of sweet mixed berry and strawberries. Very interesting indeed. A very bright and fruity nose though, like juicy, oh wow. Yeah, super juicy, super tropical. No real pine resin or dankness off of it, but just amazingly juicy and fruity, and I'm excited. Let's dive in. Okay, a little bit of that resininess starts coming in and on the sip and tones down a bit of that tropicalness, but it's double dry hopped IPA, and usually with double dry hopped IPAs you're in for a good bit of flavor. So far so good. We need to learn more though. There's a lot going on in that nose, and I think we've got that down, but let's see how that translates into taste. So cheers everybody, let's keep on drinking. Damn, that was good. Definitely compared to the nose of it, the tropical fruits seem to tone down quite a bit, that sweetness of them. Definitely getting a bit more, pine, grapefruit, citrusy rinds out of it. A little bit of a tropical note. It's a mango, orange juice. No real pineapple. A little bit like a passion fruit, but definitely more bitter citrus forward. And then there is a fairly long-lasting, lingering, hop bitterness, both a little slightly floral and also slightly long, citrusy, piney bitterness on the end there. So the nose is definitely more tropical, sweet forward. The flavor of it definitely more piney and citrusy, bitter. So it's kind of like a yin and a yang sort of thing on an IPA scale, just roughly, I'm going to say, but not a bad beer. Nice body to it as well. Moderate to full body. Not heavy though for a double dry hop beer, being you know, this hazy kind of thing. It's not, I wouldn't say it's hazy. It's on the borderline of hazy crazy. Yeah, but still smooth, nice effervescence to it. Can't complain really. The only thing I can't complain about is that long, bitter finish, that astringent finish. Very, very interesting. Not what I was expecting from the nose, but still a pretty good beer. Brook Tongue-Tied Double Dry Hops IPA. Again, 5.6% ABV, no IBUs. We have a description here which reads, "This brew is sure to tie your taste buds up in knots. Thanks to mouth-watering notes of papaya and pine, Tongue-Tied is a bright and juicy IPA with a soft kiss of stone fruit on the finish." Again, I have a hard time picking up stone fruit. Other notes in here, we have juice bomb, citrus, and gusher. Thankfully, this does not gush everywhere. Brewer's elements, or the ingredients. For the malts, we have Pilsner, Golden Promise, malted oats, and flaked oats. Hops, we have Nelson Sauvignon, or Savin, sorry. Galaxy, Citra, and Strata. Yeast is a Vermont ale yeast. Pour color is Citrus Clouds. Never knew that was a color. Contains barley, wheat, and oats. Return for refund, blah, blah, blah. On the bottom here, we do have a packaged on date, packaged on the 29th of April, 2021. So, just under a month old. Pretty damn good stuff. Over on the website, nickelbrook.com, you go to the beer section, or I guess the shop section, and you will find Tongue-Tied. Don't they have a regular... No, it's just, yeah, just shop. Cool. Yeah, they just changed it over, just straight up shop page. Look at it, read about it, and buy it. Currently sold out on their website, but I did find this on an LCBO. On the website, comes in 4-packs and 2 4-packs. We'll get to those prices in a little bit. But down to the description has the same exact description as on the can. A tab of how to get your beer, about your order, your brewery pickup, local door drop, Ontario door drops, all that fun stuff. Yeah, pretty much covers a lot of things. Cool. Where are we going from here? I guess we're going straight to Untapped. There's not too much else to talk about on the website side of things. Tongue-Tied by Brook has been given 3.85 bottle caps out of 5. And that's out of 136 ratings. Very, very nice indeed. Over on the LCBO, because I think that's where most people in Ontario is going to pick this up. Price is actually pretty damn good. $3.35 for this 473 ml tall boy can. $3.35 for a double dry hopped IPA. Again, it's not crazy boozy by any means. It's only 5.6%, but still, it's over 5%. Very delicious array of flavors in here. Solid looking beer. Can't really complain. I don't think, I'm trying to think, I don't think there's too many other double dry hopped IPAs at this price range. I think Collective Arts has one. I forget the name off the top of my head. I think is it State of Mind? Oh, what is it? I know Collective Arts has one. I think there's maybe a couple other ones. Sainted Circumstance, no, that's a blonde ale. Hazy State's one, but that's a much lower ABV. That's a session IPA. Okay, so maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, okay, yeah, I don't remember seeing any other double dry hopped IPAs sort of in this sort of price range. So, you know, pretty cool, niche little segment there that Brook's taken on. But yeah, $3.35 for a single can, solid stuff. If you're buying it from the brewery or its website, it's going to be $13.40 for a 4-pack, and a 2-4 is coming in at $64.55. I would assume that's before taxes. Does not say, and I can't check it out because it is sold out. So just bear that in mind. But overall, pretty damn good price for a pretty damn good beer. So can you really complain? I don't think you can. With that said, guys, cheers on the final sip. Let's get right to ratings and wrap this thing up. Tongue-Tied double dry hopped IPA from Brook. Boom. Again, a pretty stellar beer. The look of it, the aroma of it are definitely pretty amazing. The flavor, on the other hand, is again, pretty damn good. But if you're thinking based off of the aroma you're getting off of, where it's a lot more fruity, a lot more tropical, you know, your mangoes, your pineapples, your papaya, passion fruit, and a little bit of like a berry note to it as well, doesn't really translate over to the actual flavor. The beer flavor being more piney, citrusy, bitter forward rather than sweet and tropical. Overall, though, not too bad of a beer. Tongue-tied, double dried hop, gets a solid 7 out of 10 for me. As for presentation, again, Brook always does a pretty fantastic job. The tongues and the mouths and everything are pretty wild, pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of the band Kiss. Just put that with the lips and the tongues, but a lot more wild, if you could say that about Kiss. Solid description. And nice. I always love how they have the brewer's elements telling you like all the malts, hops, and yeast that are going on here. Pretty cool stuff. No IBUs, but that's alright. And a clearly labeled, packaged on date. Good stuff indeed. Website definitely looks pretty basic, but works. It's a shop and beer page all in one. Can't really complain there. Not as much information on the website, but at least most of it is stuck right on the can where most people are going to see it. So overall, presentation gets a solid 8 out of 10 for me. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want to review in the future, you can leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Mate Brewski, that'd be greatly appreciated as well. And with all that said, that's going to do it for me, Mate Brewski. Like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers. Not gonna attempt that last tongue twister because holy shit, my brain hurts and my tongue is kinda in pain from being twisted up. But thankfully the beer does not do that to you. Cheers.